So, today on Final Fantasy XIII-2, we are... Why are we here?
Well, if I recall correctly, we're here because we picked up a thing that brought us here, and therefore this is where we're going, and that's why we're here. I mean, come on, haven't you guys been paying attention?
Well, Mog is dressed for the occasion, at least.
Is Mog a tomato?
Yes, he is.
He's very shiny.
I see.
Also, we're being yelled at by some otherworldly force.
He's asking us to explain this intrusion, but, you know, frankly, that's what I'm asking him, so... Well, at least we're dressed nice.
Well, I suppose it at least makes sense why Snow was here.
Yeah, he has an appreciation for violence. It's one of his better qualities. But, frankly, I think this guy just takes himself too seriously.
Does this game take itself too seriously, I might ask?
This is a game that's not sure if it's trying to be serious or not, and it doesn't work on either side.
Yeah, it takes the dumb parts seriously, and it plays the serious parts dumb.
That's the impression I've been getting.
Yeah, like sometimes you can get away with doing that kind of thing in a game, but this is not one of those times.
Good job, Noel. Let's try to make a deal with the thing that's pissed off and wants us out of here.
Give it to us, and we'll leave you in your realm in What do you say to that?
I'm not sure what exactly are the terms of the bargain we're attempting here.
Oh, he just had an artifact. Okay, cool, whatever.
I thought that would have been a failed negotiation, but...
He made a very big attempt to grab the thing before it hit the floor. Are those things fragile or what?
I mean, they seem to float in your hand, so I don't
I suppose not.
really
Just like my sister.
think that's an issue.
It'll probably bounce like a basketball.
Maybe. So, it seems...
Oh hey, Noel's being a shithead again.
Oh, okay, maybe there was actually a purpose to this. Was there some reason that we could only have this cutscene here? Because I don't think there was.
Well, I hope you don't get yourself killed.
So yeah, we came here, and all that happens here is that we get a cutscene that gives us an artifact that gets us to the place where we were actually going.
I didn't say you were.
Great use of time.
Yep. I mean, like I said, there was no particular reason we have to have this discussion here. Or, you know, or at all for that matter, but, you know, that's not really being fair.
I understand.
I mean, we've already established that Noel does not like snow, but maybe we should have another conversation. Maybe just one.
It hurt him almost more than he could bear.
I mean,
It still does.
this place does have an actual function,
He didn't have to tell
but
me.
not in the actual
Pain
game.
on his face.
There is no reason for us to come here in the course of, you know, the actual plot. So yeah,
I can't believe that worked.
this was worthwhile.
So yeah, while we're here, there are a few items just kind of scattered around, and the only way you will see them is if you go all the way up to the edge of the arena and then throw Mog out into the abyss.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is pretty 13-2.
Is it even worth going out of your way for these things?
No, not at all.
You get a couple of monster items, but yeah.
Yeah, you get some monster items out of it, that's about it.
There isn't even a Chocolina shop here. Yeah,
Oh, phew, that's rough. I'm glad we got the map of the area that's like this room.
Oh, but you did. But there's a tiny bit of the map that you didn't fill in. You didn't walk behind the gate. You didn't get 100% map completion.
That probably takes more effort.
Anyway, before we go back to Sunlith, we're gonna go do some side quests now that we can throw Mog at shit.
Oh boy, side quests. Are the side quests in this game any more riveting than finding random collectibles and handing them in to people for plot and CP?
Go, Mog.
No, not at all.
Okay. Well,
I didn't actually have to throw Mog there.
yeah, I was gonna say, like this game does have rudimentary platforming, right?
Yeah. Although it's very inconsistent at what it does and does not let you jump on, so...
It's a fair point.
It's nice of the game to make sure that all the plot important items are floating in these cube crystal box things, whatever the hell they actually are.
You gotta differentiate them somehow.
I mean, the other things, they at least had a very flimsy attempt at writing them into something resembling the lore because they were treasure spheres or whatever, and they were supposedly used for storage of stuff. And then we have these cubes that are different somehow, but only used for plot important stuff. Yeah. I don't know, it's not. I guess it's not particularly original to pick on this game for being stupid and arbitrary when it comes to plot stuff. But hey, it's not like that makes it any less dumb.
So yeah, if you're gonna go monster hunting on the Ashes, this is the grand prize. This is essentially, I mean, it's another behemoth, obviously.
Oh, I can see that.
He's a transforming behemoth.
Oh?
Oh. Can he transform for us?
I don't know if he does or not, but either way, if you want to use a behemoth, this is the guy you want, for at least as far as where we are right now.
I think subbing out the Pulse Knight at that point might have been an error.
You know, I was trying to get back to getting buffs up, and yeah, then that happened.
Yeah. See our earlier discussions about how you need a good Sentinel to take on these guys. So, I presume that the fact that he's so awesome has something to do with the fact that he's at least as dangerous working for us as he is working against us, right?
Yes and no. I mean, he is not as amazing as he is in this fight, but he is significantly better than the base behemoth is.
Well, alright then.
Is it worth going out of your way to get this guy, though?
If you're willing to put in the time for it, by the time you actually get him, you'll be strong and you'll probably have a significant amount of extra CP on top of it, so yeah, I would say it is.
I mean, you know, it's not like you can't trivialize everything with basically any other monster. Also, he just trivialized you.
Yeah, see, that's the big problem with getting him, is that his Sunder ability will go straight through your Sentinel, and it will do about 500 damage to Sarah or Noel. So yeah, suffice to say, we did not get him.
Oh well.
But if you want a behemoth, that's the guy to get.
It's good to see that sometimes this game does manage to actually still have a difficulty curve.
Anyway, this is where that watch should be, but I don't see it, and it annoys me, because I know it's supposed to be here.
It's not in the other version of this place, is it?
I tried that, and the other version of this place is fucking pitch black, and you couldn't see it if you wanted to anyway. So, I don't know.
You know, is it... could still be there. I mean, that would be pretty dickish, but, you know... Final Fantasy XIII-2.
Maybe there's a thing you missed that prevented from loading.
Also entirely possible. Final Fantasy XIII-2. It's nice that you don't have to throw Mog very close to stuff.
Also, for whatever reason, anytime you throw Mog, or use his abilities, everybody just comes running like, holy shit, it's a Moogle!
Well, they are supposed to be, like, legendary creatures or whatever.
Wouldn't you want one?
No, I wouldn't.
Maybe that's how Square Enix were hoping the fanbase would react when they put Mog in 13-2.
Is this what I think it is?
Oh, also, yeah, speaking of side quests leading to really dumb plot.
Would this be enough to compensate you for your trouble?
Go
You
on.
want to know why I'm paying this much for a piece of junk? You two popped out of that gate, didn't you? Well, in that case, I suppose you'll believe.
Right, so everyone does still know, okay.
Collecting things that can almost be classified as antiques is because I'm from the past. I'm a time traveler, just like you.
Aha.
Thrown into the future by
Uh-huh.
and so
Yeah, so this guy is also a time traveler.
Someone else about my situation.
Who
Love
isn't?
my life here, and I don't want anything to disrupt that. I even have a beautiful wife who adores me. Can you get to the bottom of the mystery of the gates? More people getting swallowed up by a paradox and finding themselves in a foreign time.
But,
I made the most of it, but I don't know if others will be able to do the same.
well, okay.
Alright then.
This sounds like something that should have a lot more significance than it ends up actually being given by the game.
Alright, yeah, see, like, this is what it looks like when you are looking for the watch off the cliff right now.
Well, I could totally believe them pulling dumb shit like that. And, you know, it did just make us track down the stupid thing in pitch darkness just now.
Yeah, but at least that one was in the exact same spot as where the person that's looking for it is in the other version of this, so...
Oh well. So hey, we literally travelled across timelines to get you this impossible thing.
How can that be?
How are you gonna repay us for it?
I can't believe my eyes. I don't know how you did it, but you found one. Thank you so much. Now I can focus on the research I've always wanted to do. I can finally figure out how this fruit is able to grow in complete darkness.
Yes. The fact that you have the fruit itself is clearly how you are going to learn how it grows.
Nobody has ever done any research into the nature of a thing they know about but don't literally have to hand. Ever.
But I want to show people that no matter how grim things might be, there's always hope. Just like this flower can bear fruit without light.
Okay.
And we got a sword for that. That's great.
Well, you say it's a sword, as though it's a sword that we can actually use and isn't just a trinket that just adds some numbers to our big pile of numbers.
It's actually, no, it's actually a fragment. It's not even a thing, but yeah, no, it's like, alright. So it's like, lady, here, we got you your fruit, lady. Here, have a sword!
Yeah, the fragments that you get for side quests are basically just doled out randomly. Well, I say randomly. I'm gonna go with arbitrarily. They just wrote up like 100 random trinkets and just assigned them to all the people who give you side quests.
That doesn't sound like a pain in the ass at all.
Yeah. And it's a little bit weird that the things that they have gone to no effort to accomplish versus the things that they have gone to effort to accomplish. Like, you know, that side quest that we just finished, they wrote up this big long speech about how this stupid side quest you did has some sort of deep meaning because it's about hope from despair or what the fuck ever. And then they just give you this random, entirely contextless thing as a reward for doing it. Like, how do you manage to accomplish one of those things and yet not the other? I don't understand this game.
I'm not sure anybody does.
That is a fair observation.
Alright, so, that thing that we got from the Colosseum... Yeah, it turns out that's not actually an artifact at all.
So that was just a complete waste of our time.
Yeah, so going there was a complete waste of time in every way.
So it was even worse than I thought.
Good job, game.
So as it turns out, where we should have gone this whole time is backwards past the gate where we first came in.
Okay.
Do you remember those invisible flans?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that's the way we're supposed to go.
And making the flans visible makes them jump down, and that makes the path visible? What?
You can't go past them while they're there. That would be silly.
Why do we have to make them visible in order for them to jump?
Because...
Come on, Mom.
Yeah.
they're hiding. They got found out, and now they have to run away.
You haven't told me why you're traveling.
Okay.
Long story short, I'm trying to save humanity.
Oh, that was a meaningful and productive conversation.
Happens to us. I lived at the end of days. I've seen the end, and I'm the only one who can change it.
I love these random conversations that they have. You know, they're literally talking while swinging from vines, from branches to branches through this jungle. Like, hey, so what's your deal? Oh, I'm a time traveler. I'm trying to save the world.
Are you mad at Snow about something?
Backstory is tight.
No better place for these random conversations.
Protect them, and they don't have to worry. Who's he to act like they're in charge?
He's a hero, Noel.
He said, come on, Null, seriously. I mean, if you're gonna shit on him, at least do it when he's not here.
You know, like you did in that completely unnecessary cutscene in the Colosseum. I mean, you know, that whole cutscene was unnecessary, but at least there was a somewhat appropriate time to be shitting all over Snow.
Hey, this is where the plan we're trying to get to.
And there's our artifact.
So, what?
This is XIII-2.
So yeah, here is the actual artifact.
I've seen crystals like this before.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, what?
You remember, don't you?
I remember I cried a crystal tear.
What?
That
Sarah.
I don't see what that has to do with this.
Being turned into crystal.
That doesn't look anything like the crystal
I
tear.
know,
It's not even the same
the
color.
loneliest, scariest moment of my life.
Sarah,
What is it? We've been chasing down this lead for about half an hour,
I think I dreamed the whole time,
and
but they were good dreams.
most of it has been completely pointless.
Normal.
And then we find this thing, and now we're going to talk about something totally unrelated. And for what? I don't get it.
Yeah, I was about to ask, why are we having this conversation about turning into crystals?
I hope Fang and Vanille are dreaming right now.
It's like we found the thing, Snow made a completely incorrect connection, and now what? Come on, song.
Yes!
You think they can hear us in there? What if you sang them a song to let them know you're here?
Also, why does Noel care about Fang and Vanille?
Just end up giving him nightmares. Trust me.
And doesn't he not know?
He just completely oscillates between fuck Snow, he's an asshole, and let's be considerate to Snow.
Okay, but to be fair, that was you putting words in his mouth. I mean, you know, I have basically zero inclination to continue being fair to this game, but come on. Also, that thing was seriously called the Thundering Artifact.
It was. And with that, we can now move forward with the plot.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there are things in this game that I would describe as thundering, but that artifact is not one of them. Oh boy.